Alright, you see what is going on, guys. So, little update. So, drove about an hour and a half. I've been here before, guys, at the Hamilton Falls. I was kind of on a whim, super spontaneous to come here. This is Sherman Falls. Super busy. We're doing a vlog tutorial on long exposure. I'm thinking getting the tripod, getting right there in the middle of the waterfall, getting some sick shots. Hopefully they turn out. Alright, dudes, first composition, pretty dope. I'm literally chilling on this log here. What's up? We have the tripod for camera, shot up, boom. Actually pretty amped with it. Can Photoshop out people, that's not a big deal. I definitely want to periodically move up closer, and a tip that I really want to go for is obviously we have the waterfall in the background as the main subject, right? But something really important is also to emphasize foreground. So the stream, I want to keep, that's why you notice the tripod's so low, right? Look at it. So I can also keep the foreground, the water there, as well as the waterfall. So like this. Right, foreground, waterfall, moving up. Alright, boys and girls, second composition, we were closer. I'm legit crouching, like, tripod is in the water, I had to hold it down. What is up, tripod, boom, falls, check. Again, the reason I'm this close is because I wanted something in the foreground as well as the background, right? So, it looked pretty dope. I did some long exposure, some not long exposure. I like them both, put them both up on screen, but this is my foreground here. Utilizing that, and then leading to that. So, I think I might do one more long exposure from like a side angle opposed to straight on, and then check out one or two more falls after this. And right, dudes, I think that was the third location. Was using this log as the foreground and the waterfalls the background. Always want to create that depth. That guy, and then boom. I'll put up those photos. And now, I've been here once before, and I went all the way up there to get shots. I want to do a long exposure from that angle. So, we're climbing up, and right around there. Oh. Okay. And okay, guys, I am sweating as you can see. I do not recommend climbing up some shanky little hill with both your hands occupied, but yeah, so that was it. This was the final composition here. Right up in the corner, we had the sun pocket right in there in the waterfall. And now I'm thinking of checking out one more fall. Let's check that out, see how busy it is, get some more tips going. And alright, guys, this is Tiffany Falls now. It looked a lot different last time. I think it's just because the sun was out, it was glowing on. It looks very dark and kind of blue now. You can see it though, it's still beautiful. Wow, my lens is foggy, so I'm gonna go up there, try to get a few compositions, shoot that, and maybe actually, because this is meh, check out one or two more waterfalls, maybe. Let's go. Alright, dudes, first composition was meh, was chilling right here. Tripod, looking up. Not the best. We're gonna try to get right under it, try like completely up, and we don't have too much to work with here, but we're gonna make it work. So second location, right here. Composition overall is just not the best here. That's why I kind of couldn't really do too much last time, but one thing that I didn't do that I wanted to do was fly the drone to get some shots. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Check the opening, fly like right up there and then shoot downwards. Now of course it's not so much long exposure. I don't think the drone can do that. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna try that too. We're gonna try that long exposure with drone stuff and then normal photos. Okay, let's get the drone up. Alright guys, so I thought this was nothing. We're here at Devil's Punch Bowl. It's pitch black. I have no clue it's gonna beat. All I see is a cross, so look at this. Look at this. It could be hit or miss. Look at that, do you see that? Just a cross. Dude, no way. Look at this. What?
I do like that.
Let me see. Here, Bex. This is how you do it. No, you really gotta hit that cap. Okay.
And alright guys, that was the little clip from here. I'll put up the super weird. I'll put up the drone shot I got. It was pretty sketchy, but of the cross, you can see like right above me. And honestly, now I'm just hanging out. Like I got that time lapse. I'll put that up too, just nice and short. Long exposure, so you know, still relative to the video. But dude, it's actually so peaceful up here. Like just look at this. The camera doesn't even do it justice. but you can really see everything, so I think I'm gonna chill here for a couple more minutes and then head back home. And okay, we are back home, guys. It is the next day in the evening, so finished up all the photos, edited them all up. Pretty dope, pretty bomb, pretty happy with them. And I just want to finish it off here in my backyard with, you know, giving like maybe like a 1 or 2 minute little talk of just long exposure photography. So kind of just wrapping it up. I'm just going off the cuff here. I'm just gonna give some last final 4 words and like, you know, tips and tricks, whatever. So the first thing, guys, I would say is, or the first thing that you're gonna need to do is set your camera in manual for long exposure. Okay. Now the reason you're gonna need manual is because you're gonna have to completely control your settings. So the main thing here is your shutter, okay? You're gonna want to set that to pretty long shutter. So what I did was, usually my shutters in those photos were 1 second, 2 seconds. The maximum one I had, the longest one I had was up to 8 seconds. That was for one of the cross photos. But having a shutter, man, for most cases, a shutter of 1 to 2 seconds, you're fine. I know it says long exposure photography. Exposure being, really that's what it is. Long exposure kind of goes to the shutter. So having a long shutter, a long exposed shutter is, you know what I mean? So it's a long exposure, right? Long shutter. You really don't need a shutter of like 30 seconds or a minute or something like that, depending on what you're doing. For the most cases you don't. With that said, you're gonna need to compensate, so you may need to, you're gonna most likely have to bring your ISO really low. You might have to bump up your aperture down to like 22 or something like that to really get that iris really small, so it doesn't let in too much light. So you're gonna play around with your settings, do whatever you want. You know, sometimes it's gonna be this, whatever. You just play with it. The next thing then is, do you need ND filters? It completely depends. It's probably safe to bring them with you. I didn't. Most times I don't think you're gonna need to, but it all depends again on what you're shooting. You know, where I was shooting, it wasn't too bright, okay? So you guys noticed where the waterfalls were, it was kind of dark, there were like trees all around me, there's a lot of shade. But if I was shooting in open daylight, then probably, you know, an ND filter would help. And yeah, that's kind of it, guys. Long exposure photography, it's definitely fun, definitely recommend it to you guys. I hope this video helped. Get creative with whatever you can. Do long exposure of anything, stars, waterfalls is really easy, car trails, street lights, like things that just move, you know what I mean? You can get some sick trails. And that's it, so I want to wrap it up here. I hope you guys dig this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new here, my name's David. I do videos all on outdoor photography, videography, and my lifestyle. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, much love. Peace.